Alrighty, so yeah, there's some new information happening right now with the Alec Baldwin Rust disaster. What a terrible situation to happen in a movie. It's pretty terrible. It's every director's, actor's worst nightmare, as you can imagine. Would you believe it's happened a few different times over the years, different movies? We could make a video about that someday. But of course, there is new information coming out from this terrible situation. Of course, Alec Baldwin was officially charged with the involuntary manslaughter of Helena Hutchins, right? About a week ago. But now special information coming out just literally hours ago as of recording this. Special prosecutor in Rust case drops the firearm enhancement charge against Alec Baldwin. So what does this quickly mean? Well, hang on. Let's quickly read this. So the manslaughter charges against Alec Baldwin relating to the 2021 fatal shooting on the set of the movie Rust have been downgraded by prosecutors in New Mexico, which will reduce the prison time. The actor could face, the word is could face, in the death of the movie's cinematographer Helena Hutchins, right? So the move comes after attorneys for Baldwin filed a motion this past month to have the firearm enhancement charge dropped, arguing that prosecutors were incorrect. Now, we could read a bit more, but I want to ask the question, why is Alec Baldwin even charged to begin with? I think we can all agree that this was a complete and absolute fuck up. It was a disaster. It was something that shouldn't have happened. This wasn't premeditated. This was not something that was intentional. Obviously, this is clearly a fuck up that really Alec isn't really, he's not really the ringleader in the situation. He's not really even though he was the guy who apparently pulled the trigger, he's not the reason this happened. Who put the fucking bullet in the gun? Was it this girl right here? Hannah is her name. I don't know her last name, but she was and she won't have this job anymore on any other movie set ever again. You can imagine, right? But Hannah was the armorer for the movie set Rust, and I'm pretty sure her father was a very famous armorer on many movie sets over the years. And she's taken over the role of the family business, and of course now she will no longer live that family business or do that family business anymore. After this, you can pretty much guarantee no one's going to be hiring her after this. So the question is, why is Alec Baldwin getting charged for this shit in the first place? Terrible disaster. Let's look at the facts. He's an actor on a set, rehearsing his lines, rehearsing the moves that he needs to do. Now, there's this famous video. I won't show you it right now, but I think a lot of us have seen this video on the news, on YouTube, right? This is a famous video of him doing the whole thing with the gun. It's the same gun, right, that he used to kill her by accident, right? He's rehearsing. He's doing this. This is how it happened. Basically, he shot her before the cameras were rolling. He was rehearsing, right? The gun was given to him, I'm assuming, from the armorer, Hannah. It's not Alec Baldwin's job to check the gun, to open it up, to see if there's any bullets in there. Because why would there be fucking bullets in the gun to begin with? It doesn't make any sense, all right? I don't know why we're having this conversation. Obviously, Alec Baldwin and his family and his attorneys are like, what? This is ridiculous that he was even charged. And I absolutely agree. Terrible disaster. Terrible accident. But if you're going to charge someone, you're going to try and charge the people that were in control of that gun before it was given to Alec. Possibly her. Now the question is, who else had their hands on this gun before it reached Alec Baldwin's hands? Because maybe she is innocent. Maybe she could be innocent. Very well be. Did someone else have their hands on this gun before Alec got it? And if they did, who was that person? It's probably her, but I don't know. Now, different camera angle. Sorry about that. We're filming live. Now, there was one thing I wanted to say. Alec Baldwin rust set shooting. This is something from a little while ago now. FBI report says that actor did pull trigger of the gun that killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins. The actor, who was one of the film's producers as well as its star, has always said that the gun went off without him pulling the trigger. A post-mortem report, however, rules that the death was accidental. Having said that, I actually don't believe Alec Baldwin in this situation, and of course the FBI don't believe it either. There's been a whole report in the lab of how this particular gun works, and you pull it back and then you pull the hammer back and it has little triggers to go back, right? And the only way for the trigger to go back down is if you actually pull the trigger, right? So before this FBI report came out, I always didn't believe that Alec. I always believed, I should say, that I always did believe that he actually did pull the trigger, that it wasn't some sort of accidental thing from a gun, and of course the FBI have ruled that out. Okay, so it's a white little lie. It doesn't fucking matter if he pulled the trigger. He's literally, that's the scene, that's the moment, one of the moments before, right? He's testing his acting skills. He's testing what he's about to do. The cameraman is you guys, right? The cameraman is there, cinematographer's there, you know, the personal assistants are there, whatever, camera lighting people, they're all there. They're all just doing their thing, getting the cameras right before they film the scene. And Alec Baldwin's doing his thing, right? He's getting ready for the scene, right? He's a fucking actor. He shouldn't be the one checking this gun, okay? Obviously, I think actors from now on probably will have to check their guns before using it on set. This probably will become this big thing now in future sets, right? But I mean, up until now, back in the past, I mean, that really shouldn't have happened, right? It's the armorer's job to check that there's no bullets in the gun. I mean, for fuck's sake, it's not the actor's fault. Alec Baldwin should not go to jail for any amount of time at all. It's ridiculous. What do you guys think about that? That's just my thoughts. Making 2 videos a day for a week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've been told my name's Gareth. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Crazy times, huh? So.